Hello friends, in this video we'll see how to model and assign the shear wall in our structure. Okay, normally you have got shear walls in your basement for resisting the lateral load of the adjacent swell, or you got shear wall in your lift areas. Okay, so let's assume that this vertical plane over here has got the shear wall, and you can see that it's the x direction, it's y direction, and this plane over here represents the yz plane, right? So we'll go to the yz plane in this window and let's click on it, and it's 1-2 grid, right? So we have to assign the shear wall in this portion over here. Okay, so for that let's define the shear wall and go to define and click on section properties and click on area sections, and here let's click on add new section. Okay, so let's do it as shear wall, right? So here it's to type cell thin. So thin means that it will take some shear force, so thick means that it will take huge shear force, right? If you click on the membrane, so it means that it won't take any shear force, right? So the shear walls take the shear force, that is why we click on cell thin. And here the thickness of it is 230 mm, so it's 0.23, right? So in bending as well it's okay. So after that we give the material to the shear wall, so it's M20 and the material angle is 0, so you can change the modifiers if it is required. Okay, and after that we click on OK, and again we click on OK. Okay, so after that you click on any of these options to draw the shear wall, right? Let's do this option over here, and here we change this section, click on shear wall, and let's click on this point, drag and release your mouse and click here. Okay, so you got your shear wall over here, right? Let's go to the XY plane and go to Z is equal to 2 meters. Okay, so let us assume that this portion over here has got the lift. Okay, so let's delete this slab. If it has got the lift, you will have shear wall here, here and here as well, and depending upon the size of your lift. Okay, if the size of the lift is small, like if your lift is spread like this, you have to define grid here, here and also here, right? So you can do that. Okay, for this example let's take these lines only. Okay, so now that we have to draw the shear wall in this portion also, so what you have to do, you have to go to the XG plane, right? So let's go to the XG plane, and you have to be at grid 1, right? So now what we do, we again click on this option over here, and that's the section is shear wall, and we click on like this, because now you have got the shear wall here. So what we do, we go to this grid, so grid 2, right? So we go to the grid 2, so now we are at the grid 2, right? So we'll again draw our shear wall here. So now in the 3D you can see we have got our shear wall in the 3 directions, right? Okay, right, so this is how you define and draw the shear wall. So if your building has got shear wall, you cannot apply the load of the shear wall directly like we did for the masonry walls. Okay, what you have to do, you have to model and assign the shear wall to this building, because the shear wall acts as the column. Okay, so not like a shell. So we have defined the shear wall as a cell, but it acts as the column and takes all the loads, right? So this was for this video.